Monday night jam session is here.
It's Black Jesus.
Hell yeah.
Look.
So, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We're back. Monday night jam session, Perry Gamble, Reagan Jacobs. I'm going to start this podcast off by apologizing. I would like to personally apologize to all the listeners, the viewers, and stuff like that. I messed up. And to Bailey, I would also like to apologize to Bailey. I messed up. I did. I rushed it, and instead of checking the audio before we instead of checking the audio before we recorded, I didn't and just went with it. So I accept full responsibility for that. I apologize to the listeners, the viewers, and to Bailey.
He was nervous, everybody. She come in there, he got all nervous, red face, and all, you know.
Oh, you lied. you lied. You could have said anything else.
No, I had that in my mind the whole time, getting ready to say.
You could have said anything else. They know you're lying. We know you're lying there. We know
I had that built up, ready to say.
You tried it, though. You tried it. It was worth a try. That's funny.
I had it built up. I had to say it. I could.
That was worth a try. I give you that. I give you that one. That was good. Definitely wasn't red faced or anything. But yeah, so I feel horrible about it. But yeah, so I don't know. Everybody wanted to hear what Bailey had to say. They just couldn't. So I think we're gonna have to get her back. No, serious. I went to Austin's birthday little shindig tonight, and Dawson was there, and he was like, "Perry, I listened to the podcast from the beginning, since the beginning. He's been an avid listener." He's like, 15 minutes in, I had to turn it off. I couldn't take it anymore, and I really wanted to listen to it. I was like, "Damn." He's like, "Yeah, so make sure you mention me on the podcast." So there's your mention. Yeah. So I think we're gonna have to get her back because everybody really wanted to hear what she had to say. So
she had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun listening.
Well, it was a good podcast. Her soapbox was really, really good too.
Oh yeah.
And I don't want to ruin none of it, but yeah. So we're gonna have to run it back one time.
Yeah. It was a good time. We had a lot of fun, and she was nervous. She was definitely nervous. But I think she opened up after a while.
Oh, yeah. No, dude, I enjoyed it. It was good. I just wish everybody else could have enjoyed it, too. So, yeah. No. I don't know. Let's go. Governor of Colorado. First off, I think he is an avid listener of the podcast. I know he's a Democrat, and I know you think I'm a Democrat, too. But I'm not. Secondly, he took what I said and he made it work. He took cancel culture and used it against them in the best way. And people are like, Governor of Colorado must not know that Colorado was built on the agriculture industry and the beef industry. He knows. And what better way to strum up conversation and sales and everything else than to go against the thing that's keeping you alive? It worked.
That tugs at the heartstrings too.
Cancel culture as a market strategy is genius. I wish I'd have thought of it, but I didn't think of it. But I did say in one of these podcasts, I don't know which one it was, that they're going to use cancel culture as a marketing strategy, and they're doing it, and it's genius. It is genius. It is also risky.
Yep.
Very, very risky, because if you cancel it and everybody's like, all right, cool, that's whatever. All right. Then you're screwed. But if you cancel it and everybody's like, no, anti everything you say, you win.
Yeah.
Cancel culture is a marketing strategy. I'll drink to that.
You have to hit them where it hurts. You have to hit them where their beliefs are the strongest, and it works.
I agree.
Every time.
I agree.
People are, and now people are so ready to fly off the handle about all this stuff about they're going to take something else away from us. So why not hit them with the thing they make their living on, the thing they love, everything else?
I agree.
Go against beef. Oh, and it tore up a storm on
it. He knows what brings the bacon to Colorado. I shouldn't use bacon, but he knows what brings the money in Colorado. Everybody thinks it's
Weed.
marijuana.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes a piece of it. But what sustained us and kept us is beef.
Uh-huh.
So what better way to piss off all the people is go after beef.
And Monday Night Jam Session was just sit back and watching everybody get mad.
Grinning, dude. What was I doing? I don't remember what I was doing. I think I was at work Saturday. I think this was Saturday, maybe Friday. I don't remember my Friday. I was recovering Friday from a hellacious hangover, but Saturday at work, I'm on Facebook and I'm scrolling. I'm like, what are these people talking about?
You're on Facebook at work?
So I was on Facebook at work and I was scrolling and I'm trying to figure out what these people. Yeah, you don't Facebook and work? Yeah, that's the only way to work nowadays is Facebook. If you don't Facebook and work, what are you doing? How is my boss supposed to know that I'm working if I'm not on Facebook? At work today, getting the job done, loving my job, # greatest boss ever. How is he supposed to know that I'm working hard if I don't put it on Facebook?
You sound like these kids nowadays. I'm telling you.
Watch your mouth. But anyways, so I'm scrolling Facebook and I'm like, what are these people talking about? Beef this, I stand with the beef this. I'm like, oh, something happened. So I found one that was like, I stand with Colorado beef or something like that. Something like Colorado beef. And there's this bill comes up. Governor declares it meat out day. I'm like, what? Meat out? There's no way in the world. So I go read it. I'm like, and I'm reading this article. I'm like, this has to be a joke. It has to be a joke. So I'm reading this article and I'm like, no. I was like, this can't be. This guy is using cancel culture as a marketing strategy. Genius. And I went on about the day. I was like, that sounds familiar. Like, it sounds familiar. I don't know where, how. I was like, man, that sounds familiar. So I go on the rest of the day. I'm like, I said that. I think I said it. I think I said it. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I said it.
I think it was two. It wasn't the last one. I think it was 2 episodes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I was like, man, I wish. I don't know what I wish, but yeah, I was like, okay, I feel better because, yeah, I said it. And maybe if the whole world listened to the Monday Night Jam Session, then the strategy wouldn't have worked. So This is the one time I'm glad everybody doesn't listen to the podcast. But for the few people that are like avid listeners of the podcast, you weren't impressed with the governor's antics, you know? So
yeah.
There's that.
Yeah, it was. I think I seen it on Facebook too, and I was like, man, I ain't fixing to get in this. I don't feel like reading all this stuff about this stuff. It's just more people ranting on. So I just kind of, did away with it. And then I saw everybody changing their profiles.
Yep, there it is.
Everybody was getting on it. And then you tagged me in that deal. And I was like, he's right. This cancel culture thing, man, it's a marketing strategy. And now think of how many people are like, well, I'm going to show that governor, I'm going to go eat beef tonight. And then, go and eat beef.
Drive steak sales through the roof for a day. Yep. Double sales, triple sales, buy a burger today. What was it? Meat in day or something? Meat in. # meat in, I think, or something like that. I don't know.
Hey, I ate me some burgers tonight. You want to hear this story? It's a dirty, low-down trick that I got tricked into eating this stuff. So,
whoa. Pause. Hold on. Whoa. You ate a burger today.
Yeah.
Was it beef?
We'll get to that.
No. If it isn't beef, it is beef.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'll say if it wasn't beef, it wasn't a burger.
No. It was.
Okay. Yeah.
But so go to a friend's house, and they're a little healthier than I like to eat. I like to fry everything.
Right.
They're not big on frying, so everything they do is a little healthier than my lifestyle that I grew up with and that I live now. But anyways. So they said, hey, you want to stay and eat? I was like, no, I really got to get back. No, stay and eat with us. Heck, stay and eat with us. I was like, all right. They said, we're going to make some burgers. They said, you ever had chorizo burger? I said, what? they said we take the beef and we mix it with chorizo and then make this burger. It's really, really good.
For the non-Spanish speakers, elaborate.
I don't think you're supposed to know what's in chorizo.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
It's that Mexican sausage.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
So, anyways, so they I said okay, and so I was in the kitchen for a second, and I looked over, and she was pulling the meats out of the packages, put the chorizo in, and then kind of put the beef in, and kind of I saw her, and she kind of kept the label down, and the package was the exact package of the ones the grass-fed beef you find in the store, the little square package of it, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, ain't no way. I was like, what is that right there? And she's like, beef. And I was like, yeah, but that ain't the right package. I know what package that is. And she's like, yes, it's grass-fed, this and that. I'm like, oh, you're fixing to feed me this poison stuff, this and that. Talks like Reagan, it's really
poison.
She said it's really good, I promise you. And side note, she showed me her garden earlier that day, and she was talking about it. She's like, well, put this in there, and it'll keep the weeds, back, and this and that, and help it grow. I said, why don't you just spray it? That's you can't have chemicals on it, kind of one of them people. But she's nice. Anyways, so we were. Anyways, she was putting this beef in there, and I was like, all right, whatever. I said, all right, it don't make a big deal. It's beef, whatever. We eat
beef is beef. That's right.
Beef is beef. So I said, that's fine. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. So they put the burgers on, they grilled them up and everything. We sat down to eat and ate the burgers and everything, and ate the French fries, which they were sweet potato fries, but ate them things and finished. And she's like, okay, you want to know what it was? And I said, what was it? Grass fed, no hormones, no antibiotics, no this and that, pasture raised, pet raised, what is it? What was on the package? And she goes, it was beef hearts and livers. I said, what'd you say? And she goes, the package was beef heart and liver, like hearts and livers ground up in a hamburger meat. I said, tell me again what you said. And she's laughing. And I'm like, this is not funny. You just really actually poisoned me. Like, she goes, I promise it's grass fed. I was like, I don't care about that. I don't care. I said, I ain't never, ever eating over here again. Ever eating over. She's like, no, it was good, wasn't it? I said, well, yeah, it was when I knew it was just, when I thought it was just straight beef,
I need a drink. Before I get into this. I need a drink.
You talk about wanting to cry. I wanted to cry so bad. And I was like, well, now I said, she's like, but it was good. I was like, yeah, but now my stomach hurts. Like it wants to come back up now that I know what it is. And she's like, well, it's healthy for you. Like you got your iron. And I said, I don't want to hear that. I wanted fat. That's what I wanted. I wanted fat.
Facts. That is facts. I want fat. And that's a fact. Dude, I was wondering why you were so eager to tell a story. I was like, maybe, this relationship, I use relationship loosely here, but maybe this relationship didn't work out. And I see why it didn't work out. You cannot trust her. You can't trust her. Liver and heart or what?
Beef heart and liver. And I called my mom when I left. I said, you will not believe what these people did to me. I was like, listen here, mama. And she died.
Get him, mama. Come get him because they need to be in jail.
My dad said, what was there like? Was that mixed in with like regular hamburger meat beef? And I was like, I don't know. At this point, I don't want to ask no more because I can find out more stuff I don't want to know. I said, I ain't finna ask what the chorizo was made out of.
He ain't lying. Yeah, I would be. Well, I don't know. Was the burger good? Okay, hold on. I'm trying to be honest and fair in the game of life. So, side note before I tell you this. So, at work the other day, somebody started quoting the FFA creed, and it was like I remembered it all. So I did. So whatever. Anyways, I had to know it. Because vice president, whatever. Yeah. I had to know it. So I ramble it out, and they're all looking at me crazy, and I'm like, you kind of got to know it when you hold a position. But anyways, I'm trying to be honest and fair in the game of life. So was it good? Honestly, Reagan, was it good? Honestly. Honestly,
if she'd have never said nothing, I'd have never known the difference. It was good. It was good.
It was good. Okay, well then the buck stops there. Would you do it? Would you grind it up and eat it yourself?
No, heck no.
Okay, then. Okay. So it doesn't matter. Okay, it was good. So we have to stop there because we want people to eat beef.
Yeah.
So we have to leave this story alone, even though they are completely out of line for what they did to you, dude. Oh man, I could see me right now wiping my mouth with a napkin, and flipping the table and walking away.
And people are gonna text me. Who was that, by the way?
Yeah.
Not 'cause they know who else we're just knowing they don't know.
You gonna have to. Careful. You got the names. You want to name names?
No, absolutely not. But they did it on a griddle, which because I think that chorizo, if you did it on a grill, it just flame up and burn everything because all that grease coming off of it, But
what a griddle, like the George Foreman griddle?
No, like one of those flat top griddles outside deals.
Oh, okay. When you say griddle, the first thing that come to mind was the George Foreman grill.
No.
Are you too young for that? You remember those?
No, yeah, I remember those. My mom used to have one.
I hated them things. They just take all the fat out the burger.
But they got one of those little deals, and so you got to put some oil on before you go to cooking. And her husband told her, said, "Hey, go give me some of that oil in the house." He said, "Give me some of that avocado oil." I said, "Avocado oil? Yo, crazy." I said, "We really want Crisco. Can you bring the Crisco?" And she stopped.
Whoa. Crisco ain't so good for you.
Let me tell my story. So she stops at the door right there. She has her hand on the door. She stops and turns around. She goes, "There ain't no Crisco in this house." She goes, "I don't even know where you buy that stuff." I said, "You can get it at the HEBs. It comes in a big tub."
Easily.
I said, "Bob used to fry in that all the time. She uses different." But I said, "I got some at the house. I fry in it." And she's like, "Reagan, that's why you have high cholesterol." And walked in the house and got the
shots fired. Dude, you should have called me. I could have rattled off some insults for you. Like, hold on. I got a guy that'll fire off some insults since you want to take it, make it personal. I know a guy.
She's a sweet lady. She's so sweet. I just jack with her all the time.
She ain't too sweet. She attacking your cholesterol. That's personal. You gotta take that personal, Reagan. Cholesterol.
I'm like, yeah, but my food tastes good. I promise you.
There you go.
It was all good though. I can't complain.
Hey, man. I don't use Crisco. I grew up on. What'd you say?
No,
I heard that one. Usually I miss what you say, but I heard that. What'd you say? Come on.
I said we can't tell, but
okay, yeah. Well, I was gonna say I grew up on Crisco, but when I got older and independent, and I realized it was harmful to my body, I changed.
But it's so good.
I started frying my fries in canola oil or whatever it's called. I'm just joking. Don't mind me.
But, does Mama Gamble still use Crisco?
I honestly don't know because I couldn't tell you the last time I've ate any of her cooking.
Well,
I'm independent. I'm a grown man and I cook. So the last time I ate some of my mom's cooking.
I don't care if I'm a grown man. If my mom's still living, I'm gonna go eat some of her cooking. She cooked good.
I respect that, dude. My mom cooks great. I'm not knocking her cooking, but now she's to the point where I don't have to cook anymore. My dad's at the house and he don't eat that much either. He's a little guy. He is a little guy. If you saw me, my dad,
he's a big, tall, big old guy. I thought.
No, my dad.
Well, I guess I'm just a short little guy. I don't know.
You're a short little guy. Okay. That might be fair. Okay. You next to my dad, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
Me and my three brothers next to my dad, he's a little guy. He's a little old bitty. He's thin. He's a little shorter than all of us. Yeah. So, I mean, my mom will cook and it'll be, just a serving of something. Oh, I cooked, I baked 2 pork chops or 3 pork chops, or I baked 3 pieces of chicken, or I cooked, 3 Salisbury steaks.
Yeah.
And, the only reason there's leftover green beans is because there's a whole can of them. But if she could count 7 out the bag, she would.
Yeah.
So, so you go down there to visit. What y'all doing? Oh, we just finished eating. There's some green beans on the stove. Well, what about meat? Oh, ain't no more. How's that green beans off? Oh, because it's a can full. We just needed half. And I'm a green bean fanatic, so I'll go eat the rest of the green beans. So, yeah, my mom... Every now and then, my mom will get a wild hair and she'll cook for the family. But for now, the kids out the house, I'm just cooking for my boo thing. And I don't like that, if we're being honest. We are all three of us, all of your kids are the boo things. You cook for all of us. You cook for one, you cook for all. That's how it should go. And I feel like that should have been in the Bible somewhere, but it ain't.
She's going to hear this and be like, well, come on over, baby. I'll cook you something.
No, she ain't. She could be like, I can't believe you sat on that podcast talking about me like that. That's what she gonna say. How dare you? You know good so well I would cook for you. The times I cook, I can tell you exactly what she gonna say. Here it is. The times I cook for you, you didn't even come down here. With your little friends and didn't come down here. And that's a whole conversation for another time. Matter of fact, we'll have to get on the podcast one time to defend herself. So let me go ahead and say that. So
yeah, she does get on here.
Yeah, she does listen. So, here's your cue. So if you're listening, here's your invite to the podcast, Mama.
That's gonna be I get a whooping on live podcast. That's gonna be the best part.
Now that I haven't got in a many, many moons.
Because you're never around.
Well, yeah, because I know I got a whooping coming.
I didn't know that sweet little woman had it in her.
Oh man. I used to hate it. You go to school. Yeah. Oh man, your parents are so nice. Oh, they're so sweet. Oh, shut up, please. Come home with us. Come home with us. And you will see that these 2 people are the devil. They just put on the front when they're out in public, but trust me, they the devil at home. But I am thankful. I'm just running my mouth now, but I am thankful that they fussed and whipped us and all that other good stuff, because these kids nowadays, Reagan, kids nowadays, Reagan,
preach,
kids nowadays,
preach.
The kids nowadays. This is gonna take a long bleep. I'm gonna have to put one here. The kids nowadays are some. Today, the kids are today. Oh, dude,
that feel good to get it out.
Huh?
It feel good to get it out.
It did. It really did.
I agree with you. I
cannot stand these kids today. Anywhere from, I don't know. It's starting to turn though, because there's some younger kids out there. I don't necessarily know the exact age, so don't quote me on this, but I would say anywhere from like 15 to 20.
Mm-hmm.
Those kids are a group. From 21 to 25 are a group. I don't know if you fit in there. I apologize.
In September, I'll fit into the next group. So
okay. Yeah. Though that's a group. But the 16, 15 to 20 group is the worst group of kids I have ever met in my life. Oh, you can't tell them nothing. They think because they got TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Weebie, all that other stupid Parler app, all them stupid apps. They think because they got all the maps that you can't tell them nothing. They think everything that comes across those apps are new, and that these older people, I was going to say old people, but that would be me included, but these old people don't know what's going on. The Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. I think. I might be wrong on that, but I think it says that.
It does, because I went and looked it up.
Okay, thank you. Okay, good. I'm glad you were there. I'm glad you were there to back me up on that. These kids think that they have invented this world because they have so much technology at their fingertips and at their hands. And it's so sad. You have all this technology at your fingertips and you are still this stupid. How? How? You have Google at your fingertips. When I was growing up, we didn't even have cell phones. I got a cell phone in the 7th grade, 8th grade, maybe. It was a green screen. Coolest thing we could do on it was play Snake.
Yeah.
Text messages cost. Minutes on the phone cost.
Uh-huh.
You got free nights and weekends. Call me on the weekend. Call me after 9. So we didn't have Google at the fingertips. These kids have Google at the fingertips, and they still can't figure out that old people are old because they have an idea of what's going on. Like, dang, man, it's not that hard. But they make I'm not gonna say hate. Hate's a strong word, but I'm pretty close to hating a lot of these young kids.
Man, it's the thing about it is, you want to help. Everybody says, help the next generation, help everybody come up and tell them what you did so they can change it. Well, you see somebody doing something wrong, or you see where they could do a little different, and you're like, hey, man, if you do this, why? It's like, what? They know it all already, like you said, and they not willing to learn or listen to anybody.
Nothing.
That you're just a stupid old loser, and you don't know nothing, and I know more than you, and
see, I'm gonna go a little step farther than you. I'm gonna say, if you can't relate to this part, but I can. I'm gonna just say you're just an old black loser that don't know nothing. I'm gonna bring the race into it. Damn it, I'm gonna do it. I know you turn your nose up at it, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna bring race into it because a lot of the younger people that I interact with and deal with are of the other race. As as Cat Williams would say, they're from the island of Caucasus. So it's a struggle for them.
Thank you for putting that in there. Thank you for saying.
Oh, you're welcome. Because I could. There was no way I could say that without getting cancel the podcast. Because no, don't do that. But So I see these young kids, man. They come up, and I've worked in the agriculture industry, and so you meet them all, man, and it's the same thing every time. Well, who are you?
Yep.
Like, well, I haven't gotten here without learning a thing or two or knowing a thing or two. These older people wouldn't put their trust in me without trusting me.
Yeah,
I know a thing or two. I've seen a thing or two, and I just want to help you.
Yep.
I don't know who you fooled with before, but I promise you, all I want to do is help you. And so, they mess up. And then, and the crazy thing is, when they mess up, they get mad at me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, why? No, you don't get to be mad at me. No, I get, you mad because I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I told you before you did it, it wasn't going to work. So now I'm sitting on the fence and I'm laughing and you mad.
Yep. I tried to help a kid one time. We was working some cows and he got brought to the working, and dude is good. I mean, like he's good kid and everything. Everything's good.
Don't say good, because they take that to the head. He has potential.
He has, but that's 100% the best word for it. He has potential.
There you go.
And you see all these big guys and all these people always training on these horses, and doing this and that. Well, he was training in the pens one time, and then he had a we got down to the smaller jam pens and stuff, because the way these pens were set up, they had a jam pen that went in the chute, and then outside of that, behind that, they had another little jam pen.
Whoa. Let's talk about this terminology you're using. What's a jam pen?
The pen that holds the cattle right before they go in the chute.
You don't know what it's called up north, do you? And when I say up north, I mean above I-10.
What's it called?
Do you know? I'm gonna go for a reach here. I'm sure somebody would argue with me, but we would say the crowding pin.
See, I've heard it called that too, and heck, we always used to just call it the shoot pen. And then
I've heard shoot pen.
I've got to hanging around some of these other guys, and they always called it a jam pen, so I just started calling it jam pen too.
It's okay. It's okay.
But,
different strokes for different folks. But go ahead.
Yeah. Anyways, I won't come back to that later. But anyways, he was pushing him. He was in that bigger one behind it, and he would like run his horse up and set it in the ground, and then like spin it around, and then he'd get closer, and it was running these calves around, these big yearlings, 700-pound yearlings we're trying to process. And I said, hey, hey, don't be training in here. Like, do that either in a bigger pen or outside. And he's like, well, look, I gotta make sure I said, no, I said, do that somewhere else. This is where it counts. You're running these kids around, ended up breaking stuff. And I'm like,
can I chime in? Okay, good. Cause you said do it somewhere else or in a bigger pen. You do that shit at home.
Agreed.
Don't I ain't knocking what you're saying, but I just want you do it. I was taught do it at home. Any training on your horse you need to do, any whipping on your horse you need to do, which I don't condone whipping on a horse. That's right area, but any training that you need to do on a horse, you do it at home.
Yeah,
that's how I was taught. My dad. When you take this horse away from the house, he is what he is. He's what he's going to be. And you ride him as such. Yep. Don't whip on him. Don't beat on him. Don't jerk in his mouth. You ride him for what he is away from the house. You want to train on him, you train on him at home. And that's something I want to be telling these little young Caucasus kids. But
which I mean, I don't mind the pens. We've been in there real big pens. They got a bunch of big pens. I don't mind if you like sit there and everything's done and they're like, we're not working. You sit there and just pull your horse around or something.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I agree. I agree. Yes, sir.
And stuff like that.
Yes,
or
sir.
work them on the fence there or something. Or if we're done. But if we're doing something, don't be sitting there trying to it ain't the time to play. We're trying to get this job done as quick as we can. Let's get this done and get out of here. This is something we do for a living, not for fun. Let's go. We're trying to get out of here. This is not an all-day post on Facebook, Instagram, everything.
Ooh, you forgot Snapchat, but ooh, you gonna piss all these little young cowboys off.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be mad. I mean, I post. I'm not gonna lie. I post everything. I post it on my Snapchat and everything.
I agree. So do I.
But it's not when I'm supposed to be in a spot or something. It's when we're waiting or something. I'll pull my phone out and take a picture. But I mean, it's ridiculous with these kids. They I guess they've watched us and they want to be like us, but they don't know the right time to try to be like
speak
us.
For yourself. You're definitely speaking for yourself there. But yeah, I agree with you, dude. Man, I see it all. It's crazy. Yeah, we don't work together often. Well, actually, I think we've only worked together once.
Until this next week. That's why I was going to bring that up too.
Is it twice or once? I thought you went with me somewhere.
I thought so.
I can't remember.
I think maybe no. I think Fort Counties was the first one.
Oh, okay, so here's to I'll drink to the second time. But
spoiler. Another live and in person coming next week.
Yeah. So, dude, man, you're right. These kids, I think I could be wrong, and I hate to defend them. I hate to defend them. I do. I really, really hate to defend them, but I think they're out to prove something to us.
Yeah.
And when I say us, not me and you, older people.
Yeah.
They read the books and they watch the movies of, cowboys, and, these stories come up on Facebook about these, wonderful cowboys, and they see the pictures of the horse they ride, how big the cattle are and things like that. And I think they're out to prove that they're better. And I wouldn't even say better. They're as good as them, if not better.
I think they're trying to prove to everybody that they can run with the big dogs too. And it's like, man, we weren't running with the big dogs that just
it's a
chill out.
process. It's a process. It is. It's a process, dude. I grew up on a ranch. My dad raised replacement heifers or stocker heifers or whatever you want to call them. So I grew up riding horses and working cows and stuff like that. It's a process. When I started the jobs that I started, I was at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, ground crew.
Dude, I was on the ground, dude. This same special cell, we're gonna go work together. I was on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I worked gates, grabbing gates for people. It's where I started for years, and finally they were like, "Hey, how about you bring a horse next time?" I was like, "Are you sure?" They're like, "Oh yeah, you haven't, you know what you're doing, you know what's going on. Bring a horse." And I'm like, well, dang, I ain't even got nothing halfway decent.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna cheat the system and kind of sort this stuff up before halfway. My horse ain't that good, but
Yeah.
I knew what was going on, so.
And that's where like me at 25 years old, last sale we went to, working on a horse all week long. Sale day comes, they put me on a gate. They're like, "Here, all you're gonna do is open a gate, close a gate right here. That's what you're gonna do." Yeah, that I was in that alley. It was like the third gate down. Yeah,
okay.
And they're like, you're gonna work this gate. I had no problem with it. I'm like, all right, first time here. I don't care. I'm not on a horse. Like, it don't matter. But I bet some of these kids, I ain't getting off my horse.
I ain't getting on.
I brought this horse to ride. I ain't gonna sit in the trailer.
This is a $50,000 horse. They ain't gonna sit in no trailer.
Yeah,
they got a $10 ride on him too.
Yeah. I was like, but I know a bunch of kids. Like, I was like, people were like, "Oh, I was like, I don't care one bit." I said it was easy. Didn't have to think. You just open the gate, close the gate. I said it was an easy sell. It's smooth. Everything's fine. I ain't got to worry about my horse messing up. I ain't got to worry about nothing messing up. Sale waiting on me. I open and close this gate. I'm happy, and these kids wouldn't have been happy with it.
It's a willingness to get the job done before anything else, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
The greater good is, I guess, what we would call it, So I don't look like no big champion or nothing like that, the guy that saves the day or anything, but the job got done. It was a team effort. I don't think a lot of these youngsters are willing to put themselves aside for the team. I read a story, has nothing to do with cattle or horses or anything like that. This kid in high school, he transfers to a prep school. At the prep school, he is on the A team, but he's not getting any playing time. He might have been on the B team. I don't remember. I don't know how their system works. Anyway, so he's on the team. He's not getting any playing time. He transfers to the team below them. It was the C team. I know this for a fact. Yeah. He transfers to the C team as a starter and destroys these teams. Anyways, all his film from him on C team, he sends to these colleges, gets picked up by a college, the Wildcats, ends up taking the Wildcats to...
Is this High School Musical?
No.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Wildcats.
I hope not. Oh, what?
No, anyways, continue. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I hope not, because I'm going to feel like an idiot. But anyways, so he ends up, matter of fact, okay, you messed me up now. You scared me. I hope this is not a high school.
No, it's not. It's not. Because that was their high school is Wildcats.
Oh, anyways, he ends up taking his college team to the March Madness. And there's that. All right, here it is. Jason Preston journey is incredible. Averaged 2 points per game in high school. Went to a prep school and asked to play for the C team. He posted his highlights from the C team on Twitter. Offers scholarship by Ohio. Leads Ohio to the MAC title plus NCAA tournament wins. That is putting yourself aside. Like, okay, I'm a bad man. I'm a bad dude. But I'm not getting any playing time. So let me roll down to the lower team and get some playing time. Still gets a scholarship. Like
Yep.
these younger kids do. I'm good. I know I'm good. I'm not going anywhere else but the first team.
Yep.
And sit on the bench the whole time. Like you gotta be a special kind of stupid.
And then them ones on the A team are sitting on their couch watching him play on TV like, oh, he was on C team. He wasn't nothing.
He
Hell,
wasn't
fat,
nothing.
lazy.
He wasn't nothing. I could beat him. Like, yeah, could you though?
Yeah.
You though, yeah. So it's crazy. I don't think there's no. I'm a butcher this word, and it's okay. I say it's okay, but it's probably not. But there's no, what is it, camaraderie amongst the people they work with nowadays. I guess I'll say that.
Yeah. I think
That it's every man for himself, and it's not like that.
man, you talk about high school stuff, like
It ties into every aspect of life, but his story was high school, so
yeah, but no, like in high school and everything, and even in college, like sports and everything, man, you think you're like, man, we're on this team, like we're gonna do this for the team and everything, but everybody's out just to get their scholarship and try to make it to college, and then in college, going to junior college, it's like, all right, it's like, man, we're all here in college, we're all pretty good to make it to college. Let's play, let's go win a national championship, like let's go, and let's get a ring. But still worried about personal gain.
yes, sir.
And your personal, I don't care about the team. I'm doing good. Like, not trying to help somebody else out. It's like, I mean, it was bad, selfish. It was crazy.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Yeah. You were going to talk about when it transferred to college. I thought you were going to talk about group projects.
I did the same thing. Man, if y'all can do my part, I'll pay somebody.
I hated group. Dude, I almost flunked out of college because of my stupid group project. Are you okay?
Yeah. I got my phone back here to get the best service, and something buzzed. But heck, I had a cat fight out here on my porch a while ago, and it sounded like they were in my back of my house. Like it was loud. So I'm kind of jumping.
Sure, they ain't in the bedroom.
They might.
So anyways, I'm in college, dude. This is crazy. So I'm in college, and I hate group projects with a passion. So, group projects, you have no control over them. So the teacher assigns this group, never met these people. So after class, we all get together, exchange phone numbers, yada, 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 and it's like a 5-part project. Okay. Yeah. So I was like, well, we just get together one day in the library and we all do the project together. 5 parts, 5 people working on it. This project will take 30, 45 minutes if all 5 of us are working on it together. No. 5 parts, each person gets a part. So I'm like, whatever. I got outvoted. That's fine. Whatever. I think it's so stupid. So I get my part. I do my part. So I do my part. And so I thought everybody else was doing their part. Well, we get ready to turn this assignment in, and the group goes to fighting. Yeah. It was me. It was 2 dudes and 3 women.
Oh.
So me and the other guy, we're all in this group message together. So the 3 women go to fighting, arguing. They're not fighting. They're arguing, feuding. Yeah. So they decide that we're going to turn in 2 different projects, and we're going to exclude the one other girl. So she gets another text message group going, and she's like, and she excludes the other 2 girls. So it's me, this other guy, and her in this group. It's 3 of us in this group message. Yeah. And the other 2 girls start a group message with us. So it's 4 versus the 3. She's like, hey, those other 2 girls don't want to cooperate. So I'm going to turn in the project without them and explain it to the teacher. Send me your part. Cool, whatever. I don't care. So I sent in my part. Yeah. So the other 2 girls start another group chat. Hey, we're just going to turn the project in without the other girl. Just send me your part. Cool. That's fine with me too, because I already did mine. I send them my part too. Well, turn-in day, we submit the assignment. Class goes on. In the class, can I see Perry Gamble? I don't even know these kids' names. I said, well, I'll be damned. So we're sitting in class, and the teacher's like, I got 2 assignments turned in from 5 of y'all. Whose assignment do I take? And so the 2 girls make their case of why you should take their project. So the teacher was like, I tell you what, I'm not going to take neither one of them. And all of y'all fail. I'm like, hold up. I said, no, man. I said, I turned it in to both of them. I said, you can see my name on both assignments. I said, me and old boy over here turned our assignments into both of them. She was like, well, it's a group project. Since the group couldn't come together and turn the project in, everybody fails. I said, this will be the last time that I will allow people to do what they want to do with a group project. So yeah, I hate college group projects, but I don't know what this. Yeah.
So so she really failed?
I failed that assignment. Yeah, she gave us a 0 for it. I was highly upset.
No.
I was pissed. Ooh, I was mad. Some kind of mad. Ooh.
My my group projects always went a little different. I got lucky and got put with like some smart kids that this one time in stats, we were in this one stats deal and we had to do this project working on these problems with our group in class. Like we didn't have to meet after class, but it was like for the next 2 classes, we're going to meet.
Those are easy.
Oh no, stats was hard, dude.
No. In class projects are easy.
Oh, yeah, but the teacher was walking around like senior participation. So I go down to my group and we're down there and I must have the dumbest look on my face. And they're like, they start working on it. I said, what y'all want me to do? And they said, oh, well, we're going to work through this real quick. We all kind of work through it together, this and that. And they started talking. I had no idea. I'm like, I told this one girl, which they were all smart, but one girl in there, I was like, look, it was a girl and a dude. They were both like geniuses. And I'm like, look, I have no idea what's going on. I've been to all these classes, but I really have no idea what's going on. I don't get it. And they're like, man, don't worry about it. We got you. We're going to do all this. Just put your name on it and whatever, and we'll turn it in. We got you. Man, I was so happy. And then I had another one, same deal. It was like a loan class where you had to create a business. And everybody, there's these bunch of groups in there. So one group would be applying for the loan and the other group would be the bank. We were the bank and they started going through all this loan talk. Perry, you want to talk about lost? I was a lost duck. I didn't know what to do. And I'm just kind of sitting in this deal and everybody's splitting up their parts, what they're going to do and this and that. And they're getting to work on it. I said, guys, I said, I need to do something. I said, I hate them group projects where that person tries to get out of everything. I said, I'm not going to be that guy. I said, I want to do something. They said, well, we got to make a PowerPoint. You think you can make the pictures for the PowerPoint? I said, I can do that.
I can do that.
And that was the best looking PowerPoint they ever seen.
Dude, screw group projects, but at the same time, they're essential. I was willing to risk it all and submit my assignment to 2 groups. These kids nowadays, no, they were not doing group projects. They would have, when the teacher assigned group projects, they'd have went to her personally and be like, look, miss, I don't work with groups. I do it myself. And they'd have got a 0.
So is that why you do everything yourself?
Ooh! Wow.
That why you don't use nobody else?
What are you talking about? I need an example. Give me an example. Give me an example, and I will give you an example.
People that know Perry are gonna be like, "Yes, I'm glad somebody said it." Yes.
No. Give me an example, and I'll give you an answer. If you can't give me an example, I can't give you an answer.
I can give you 2 examples.
Okay. Give me one though.
Wait. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I know I can say this one. So
I kind of want to know what the other one is now too. But go ahead.
So Perry used to get his shirts made, and he's like, "Forget that, I can do that." Went and bought the equipment to make his own shirts, and now be making his own shirts because he don't like working with groups.
how's that working with a group? There was a company. It was a company that was charging me a whole lot of money, and I was like, I could do that myself. That's different. That's different.
Yeah.
That's different. The same thing they were charging me. I was like, no, they were charging me a lot of money. I was like, wow, that's a lot of money. I could probably do that myself. And sure enough, I bought the equipment for the same amount as a batch of shirts. I was like, wow.
In the back of his mind, he's like, that little son of a gun got me. I didn't think he had anything.
No, I bought like 3 or 4 batches of shirts from him before it hit me. I was like, hey, stupid, you can do this yourself cheaper. And so now all my equipment is paid for because I've ventured out.
If he could figure out how to run the cattle and get all the cattle in his ranch rodeo to run around right and flag and do the times and everything.
You're
and
a dirty man. You're a dirty man. You're a dirty man.
I'm enjoying this.
I've realized a long time ago. Hold on, all jokes aside, for the people listening, and if this is your first podcast, all jokes aside, I realized a long time ago that I can't do everything myself. A lot of it I can though, and the things that I can do, I will do myself. But the things I can't, I don't have no problem venturing out to other people for help.
It hits home to him because somebody told him that he don't like help.
So what?
I said it hits home for you because somebody told you that one time that you don't like using help. You like doing everything.
Yeah. It's like you want to do everything yourself. I was like,
it's from that one group project I had one time.
Back many moons ago, I did a group project and I got a 0 for it because everybody in the group failed. So I do stuff myself. But I tell you what, Mr. Reagan, how about since I like to do stuff myself, you give the people an ad for Rhino Tequila because one of these days we're gonna have him on here.
All right,
do that.
Go. So Rhino Tequila. We've talked about this on a lot of podcasts. I don't think we have recently, but Rhino Tequila, great company, great tequila. You'll love it. You got to go pick you up some. They got them at Specs. They got them at local liquor stores. You have to check around. They got them at Mariachi's in Brenham. They got Rhino Tequila margaritas, to be specific. But anyways, we're going to get Rhino on here, or his name's Ryan, but the tequila's Rhino. But we've been talking to Ryan and trying to set up. We were supposed to have it a week or 2 ago. We were supposed to record an episode. Things didn't work out right. Things didn't line up. He's busy. We're busy. We're trying to all get together. But we're going to get together. I think he has some T-shirts for us. And he sent me a picture of them. And they're pretty cool. They're really, really cool. But we're going to get him on here and see what he has to say. No telling what he's got to say. But we'll have to get on here and he'll have tequila for us, and it'll be a good time, I think.
Been a tequila party, and I like tequila party. I like tequila parties a lot. I like tequila.
That was
parties.
creepy.
Yeah, I like tequila parties so much. I named my horse Tequila.
Yeah, where's she at though?
So, anyways, like I was saying, yeah.
I be striking them nerves, people. I be striking them nerves.
Everybody knows where tequila's at, maybe. Probably not. But anyway, dude. So I bought 2 sisters.
Wait. You ain't gonna say nothing about the shirt? You didn't like the shirts? Did I send you a picture of the shirt?
Yeah, you sent, dude, that shirt's awesome.
That is awesome.
I did. Yeah. I like the shirt. You sent me a picture of it. I might have been
under the influence of tequila.
Just a little bit, but dude, that shirt is awesome. I was looking at that shirt. I was like, man, I really wish I had that shirt right now. Just scrolling up and down, looking at this shirt. I'm like, I want this shirt right now. There's nothing I can do about it. I was like, I really, really want this shirt right now. There's nothing I can do about it. But yeah, cool shirt.
Yeah. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go back to your story.
Oh yeah. So I bought 2 sisters. Horses.
Oh.
Yes. No slave trade over here, for obvious reasons.
Midget sisters, huh?
What?
You got some midget sisters.
1,000-pound life sisters. But anyways, this is an inside joke, people.
Top
But
fan.
yes, definitely. Oh man, I lost my train of thought. So I bought two sisters, Palominos. They're 2-year-olds, both of them. One's an old 2 and one's a young 2. They are opposites. I mean, they look exactly alike. They're complete opposites, but they are kin to my buddy Wody. You remember Lil Wody I used to have?
Lil Wody, yeah.
Yeah,
I wanted to buy him that one time.
I know you do. You should have. I wish I'd have kept him, because he'd have just completed the trifecta of Palomino horses I had. But yeah, so I bought him. Haven't been touched, never been haltered, nothing. So I got him haltered. I got him to the house. It was dark when I got him home, so I just left him in the trailer overnight, put some water and hay in there. The next morning, I took him out. I took one out the trailer at a time. The first one, it took me 45 minutes to get her to walk in. I mean, when you talk about like a disposition of a horse and temperament and stuff like that, just like, I mean, it's crazy when you put her next to a broke horse. You'd thought she'd been trained and stuff like that before. I mean, it took maybe 30 minutes for her to figure out what was going on and moving around and stuff like that. It was crazy. Her sister, though, the devil. Dude, this is the younger one. She wasn't having none of it. Dude, she was angry. Older sister, perfect. Walks. I got her to trotting too. I was just messing around with her. I got her to trot while I was leading her. But the younger sister, nah, I don't know you. I ain't never seen you. I ain't never had a halter on before. We ain't doing this. She is the devil. Still is the devil to this day. And we're a week in. So yeah, I got the 2 sisters. I'm struggling with names though. I am struggling with names. I've narrowed it down to 3 names. Yeah, I've narrowed it down to 3 names. The 3 names, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, the 3 names are Willow. No, that's not Willow. The 3 names, I don't know where Willow come from. Oh, there's 4 names. I'm sorry, there's 4 names. No, there's 3. It's 3. I don't know where Willow come from. Sorry.
3 sets of names is what you're saying, right?
Yes.
Not because 3 names and 2 horses.
Yeah. 3 sets of names. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna walk you through them all 3. The first set is Winona and Winnie.
Like the poo?
Yes.
No.
The second one is Winona and Willacoochee.
I thought that's what it said on your Snapchat. Oh.
I've been waiting for this podcast to say that out loud. So the third set of names is Winnie and Willacoochee. Yes, I know. Don't.
And you've had a week to think about this.
I've had a week.
That's the best thing that could come
up. Actually, okay. I messed up. Wait, what is that? So Winona and Winnie, Willacoochee and Winnie, Willacoochee and Winona. Those are the 3 sets of names that I've come up with. I wanted to stick to liquor, tequila, spirits, and all that other stuff, alcohol in general. I wanted to stick to that, but it was hard to give 2 sisters names in the alcohol family.
Most of the stuff is that is right. Everything is named after a man. That's so sexist of alcohol.
Oh, I didn't know where you were going there. I was like, I was already preparing my statement. I never said that. Yeah. So there's there's a tequila called Fina Stampa. Fina Stampa tequila is disgusting if you ask me. If you've ever had it, trust me, it's nasty. Never buy it. But I couldn't find an alcohol name to name them because they're 2 mares. Winnie and Winona and Willacoochee. Those are the three names. And we're weekend.
Are we gonna talk about that name? Like we've got to talk about that.
What name? Which one?
You know which one. You're just trying to make me say it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You sorry. Well, not Winnie or Winona. The other one.
Which one? Say it.
I feel so dirty. No.
It's only the way I was thinking about this the other day. I was driving down the road and I got to the house and I was trying to make a Snapchat talking about these two horses I got, but I couldn't make a Snapchat because every time I said the name I would start laughing uncontrollably. But I'm like, the reason I'm laughing uncontrollably is because of the way I say it. So
you're already trying to sell them. Golly.
Oh, I got a story about that too. So, dude, I can't keep one. Damn it, I tried so hard. But yeah. So I was like, if I would, so you could say like Willacoochee, and you say it really fast, and nobody bats an eye. Be like, what'd you say? You're like Willacoochee. Like, oh, okay. But if you,
I still hear it.
Yeah, you do. But when you put the emphasis on the E, like Willacoochee. Well, you put the emphasis on the C, then it changes the name, and you like, what? Like, yeah, Willacoochee. I should probably be bleeping this out, but I'm not. You know.
Say, what are you gonna do when your mom comes down there? What horse is this?
She already knows.
Call her Willa.
No, she knows. It's Willa. So it's Winona and Willacoochee so far, but they could change. Because nothing's set in stone yet. Are you okay?
Yeah, I thought I heard gunshots, but we're good.
Oh, goodness. You live in the hood, dude, or what? So part of me, okay, so here's my dilemma. Willacoochee doesn't work. I can't say it with a straight face. I can't say it with a straight face. So that's my problem. So should I open it up to the Monday Night Jam Session listeners to name these two sisters?
I think that's a great idea. You had to make a Facebook post, huh?
Well, I mean, we'll just grab this clip and stick it on there.
Yeah. I think so.
Two Palomino mares. They're sisters, 2 years old. I would like the names to be close, like Winnie and Winona. That's really close. You know, it fits. Winnie and Willacoochee is kind of close, but Willacoochee,
they just start with W. They're not close. Like when you say Winnie and Winona, I'm thinking of Winona Judd and Winnie the Pooh. That don't make no sense. Say
the other one.
Which one?
The other one.
I think.
I mean, you listen. What's the song? Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. So you can say it then when the white man says it, but when I say Willacoochee, it's a problem. Okay, noted.
Correct. No,
noted. I already don't worry. You ain't gotta. Don't worry about it. It's noted. I got it. So yeah. So okay. All jokes aside, I want to. I gotta make a good segment here for the clip. So I have these two Palomino horses. They're sisters. They're 2 years old. One's an old two, young two. I don't know the technical terms of them. But we need names for them. So I am asking Monday Night Jam Session listeners to name the two. They're two mares. We need a name for them.
That way, when somebody says, "Well, how'd you come up with that name?" Well, it come from so and so off the Monday Night Jam Sessions.
I ain't gonna say all that. I'm gonna just say, yeah. Why'd you name him
and
that?
He's for sale.
He's for sale. But so like, why'd you come up with that name? Like, well, because the original name was Willacoochee and nobody liked it. It's how it's gonna go. Which one of them was named Willacoochee? Both of them was named Willacoochee because I couldn't figure out which one. So yeah,
you can't tell them apart.
Yeah, you can. Willacoochee's fun. I like Will. I like.
This will be one of them deals where it's Perry's like, I need y'all's help. Once you give him help, he'd be like, "Nah, I'm just gonna name it what I think."
Well, I mean, it's up to the people. If the name's good, we'll use it. If not, if it don't beat Willacoochee, dude, I mean, come on. You laugh, but
Anything beats that name.
are you sure?
Yeah. Which one are you gonna ride this week?
19. Dude, they're not ready. They're not ready. I just bought them a week ago. They never had a halter on them, never been touched. In a week's time, you can pet them, you can lead them, you can lunge them. But I'm gonna take it slow, dude. I'm in no hurry with them. They're young. They're little smaller framed horses. I'm a bigger guy, so I definitely want to put a little weight.
There's a trend there.
Oh, is there?
Please.
Well, I'm listening. What's the trend, sir?
Well, you got rid of Tequila and you went to 19. Tequila's a big old strong stout horse. You went to the small frame horse. I ain't getting another one of these small frame. You come up with 2 more.
Okay. So yeah, you're right. I'm not knocking what you said there. You're correct. But when I bought Tequila, I have pictures to prove it. When I bought Tequila, she was the same size as 19.
Yeah, she just grew.
All jokes aside, I have you've seen Tequila. Yeah. When I bought Tequila, she was the same size as 19.
How old was she then? 2-year-old?
She was 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What you be feeding? I need to feed some of that
Don't
stuff.
worry. The dude eats better than I do, if we're being honest. If he could eat beef,
you don't be going over to your mama's house.
Yeah, if he could eat beef, he'd probably be in worse shape than me. But I mean, he eats better than I do, if we're being honest. Better than me. But I've always been convinced of that. I'm a big guy and I like smaller horses, so they have to be bigger than me or fatter or looking than. Dang, that's a fat horse. Like, well, I'm a big guy, so when I'm sitting on him, he don't look so fat. So no, it's all muscle though. Maybe
I agree with you though. I like them smaller horses. I rode some bigger horses this last week and had another horse that was big and tall, and man, sticking your foot up, having to pull your pant leg up a little bit and stick your foot up there and pull yourself and then you're way up in the air. You're like, man, if anything ever happened, I'm a long way from the ground.
A long way from the ground, exactly.
Long way from the ground,
dude. 19, I can put my knee up and stirp, and I don't have to jump to go over. I can just go over. But them bigger horses,
and sometimes keep going.
No, sir. Them bigger horses, though, you gotta lean back, put a foot in the stirrup, and then you gotta jump a couple of times to go over. I ain't got time for that. I ain't trying to lose no weight. I'm joking. I actually am, though. I'm counting calories now. But anyways,
it ain't funny, people. Dang.
Yeah, thank you. I'm trying to, so none of that jumping to get on my horse stuff. I like smaller horses, and my philosophy is big with me, little with you. So buy a little horse, ride him, and when he gets to you, it's no problem.
Yep.
I had to carry my big self around for a while, and now he got you, and life's grand. So
yeah,
there's that.
Philosophy.
Yeah. I think we should probably go because I just saw it was like 2:17 in the morning.
Yeah, about time for that.
Dang. God, dang, that's a long time. But yeah, I'm excited. We'll see each other through the week. I guess we'll record an episode.
Yeah, if you want to.
Hopefully it's better than last year's, because I think you're laughing because last year's was a little hostile. You a little angry little dude.
Yeah, you kept me up too late.
Last words in benediction: worry less.
Worry less.
Worry less. And that's probably bad because somebody's like, there's a doctor listening to this podcast, and he's like, I don't know if I did it right, and he's worrying less. He goes home, goes to sleep, and he's in jail the next day. And he's like, well, those guys told me to worry less. You don't worry less.
Or the I thought where you're going with that on the doctor. It's like worry less. It's like I'm looking at your test results at your cholesterol, and you probably need to worry a little more.
Hey, I can't speak on the whole cholesterol deal because I'm only watching calories. So one thing at a time with me. One thing at a time.
Yeah.
Either I'm gonna watch the calories or cholesterols, not both C's, just one C. Calories or cholesterol, and today's cholesterol. Tomorrow, calories. Just you never know.
Depends on the day.
Yeah, but I'm kind of in the V's of vocabulary. If we're just picking alphabet, it's definitely the V's.
The V's?
Yeah, vodka. But it's time to go.
We're out of here.
It's time to go. So thanks guys for listening. I apologize for the last episode. I'm probably gonna delete it, but whatever. If you listen to it,
thank you.
Congratulations. Yeah. Yeah. If you listen to it, thank you. If you didn't,
we don't blame you. I didn't listen to it either. Yeah. I got to about 5 minutes in. I had to turn it off.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about if you didn't. So, yeah, we're going to get out of here. Stay tuned. Me and Reagan will be live and in person this week. And I'm sure we'll come up with some cool stuff to do through the week. Yeah. So it'll be fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Last words of benediction. Would you like to steal them from me, Reagan, or should I say them?
I thought it was the worry less one.
Yeah, that's why I asked. Would you like to steal it from me?
No, actually, I got one.
Look who's stopping last words and benediction for a change.
Don't get mad. This is a Perry Gamble saying, but it goes along with the message.
Whoa. Are you doing last words benediction?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead. Last words benediction, Reagan Jacobs. Kill it.
So this is a Perry Gamble saying, and I give him all the credit. So I ain't stealing no credit, but it goes along with the whole message tonight. You've got two ears and one mouth.
Ooh.
Listen more than you speak. And that's it.